What is up, everybody, to my first ever YouTube video. Today we are going to be reacting to my second ever MMA fight. I'm super excited. So without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. So I fought for Fierce Fighting Championships, as you can see. Against a guy named Nate Ayers, great dude. I was just we're just gonna get right into it and break it down a little bit and talk about it.
Looks to stay hot while sporting the red gloves. Challenging is Tyson Royer, strapped up in the blue gloves. This amateur featherweight bout is brought to you by Jason.
If you guys can't tell, I'm the one in the red shorts.
Pro Design. From expert fabric recommendations to accurate color matching, you can count on JC Pro Design to make you look good. Jason.
Right here, every time I fight, and I've had a total of 4 amateur MMA fights. Don't ask for the record, all right? Don't ask. Anyways, this right here, I just am telling myself, you're a killer, you're a killer, you're a killer. Because if I don't, it's the same thing with like my high school wrestling career. If I don't, dude, your brain starts talking to you. You know what I mean? It starts just going. But
Pro Design, an official sponsor of Fierce FC.
Jason, what's up with these leopard prints?
You know, it's a Pedro thing. I guess Pedro loves the leopard print.
I'm not one to question Pedro Sierra, but it is an interesting choice.
Little size discrepancy. Nate
I think I was 20 at the time. And a couple months, maybe 3 or 4 months before this. Actually, I don't know how many months before. Maybe 3 to 4 months before this, I had my MMA debut, which was a round 1 knockout. Don't think that did much for me, but it was cool. It was cool.
The size advantage here.
That hurt.
I think it's pretty obvious Nate's want to strike here.
Fast out of the floodgates.
Okay, he says I poked him in the eye here. I don't know when that happened. Let's break this down.
Little size discrepancy.
Actually, we can slow it down.
I think it's pretty obvious Nate's want to strike.
I don't know. Let's see. How do you slow this thing down?
But it is an interesting choice.
Little size discrepancy. Nate with the size.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Okay.
Size advantage here.
I don't know if I poked him in the eye here, to be honest.
I think it's pretty obvious, Nate.
Oh, I think I do. So right there, I kind of posted away from him, which I shouldn't have done. Hands were open. I think I caught him with my thumb a little bit.
Want to strike here.
Fast out of the floodgates is Ayers, closing back up. Royer, like we saw the first time around, calm and composed, but throws a blinding shot.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, seeing Nate, I look at him like, holy crap, how'd this guy make 145? But you can't let people know that, you know what I mean? So, obviously, that's the first time I've ever said that. But, yeah, this dude, he was scary looking for when I first started, or I guess first saw him.
There.
These guys are big 145-pound fighters, man. Both of them are pretty large.
Ayers.
Okay, right there. How does that not count as dropping a man? Because, I mean, not to spoil, I don't know. Anyways, just at the end of the fight, they didn't give me any knockdowns or anything like that. I don't know how that doesn't count if you watch this.
Both of them are pretty large.
Ayers, little bit of trickery.
I don't know. I guess his knee technically didn't hit the ground, did it? I don't know.
Swinging once again up high.
Yeah, Tayson is catching him when he's.
I really needed at this point, and I really needed to keep this hand up. When he started to attack me, I think if I would have went here and then thrown, I maybe would have deflected some of those shots and hit him, or been able to, catch him. I don't know.
Coming in like this, he's coming in a little bit too naked. He's got to throw something on his way in.
Did I hear that right? Royer, only
Yeah.
20 years old.
I was
Nice
not.
shot by Ayers.
I was not
decision
ready for that takedown. I didn't think he was going to shoot that. He did that very well.
Very, very good move. Even if he wants to stand up with him later on, let's make him reset. We'll take him down, beat him up a little bit, then we can do it.
Ayers looking to lock him down a little bit over there in the corner of Royer.
Tayson had a single butterfly.
So my plan here was to just hold him down. I'm not saying this was a good plan. What I was thinking at least is hold him down and wait him to pull up and maybe catch like an armbar or a triangle or something to basically when he's putting a lot of pressure on me, and when he goes up, I was hoping to create enough space to get something moving there.
He opted to go to a full closed guard there.
Not to say you need space to get something going, but that was just my plan. Kind of like control, conserve energy. This was still the first round.
Tayson Royer has some wrestling reps, qualified for state multiple times back in high school. See if he can fight his way back up top. It seems like he's settling a little bit on his back right here, Jason.
I think this fight, Nate really wanted to prove something on his feet. Now, I don't know if he did by dropping, well, not to spoil it, but I don't know if he did that in this fight. But he definitely showed his fight IQ in adjusting to his opponent.
Yeah, it seems like he's Nate putting a lot of pressure on there, a lot of heavy head pressure, and making the fight ugly.
Again, like we mentioned, Nate Ayers controlled 87% of that last fight versus Michael Lizalde, which led to a submission victory in the first round.
Nate's doing a really, really good job of keeping strong head pressure on Tayson here, which is extremely uncomfortable, especially with his
It is
his
uncomfortable.
hair braided like that, just rub it into your face. That is not.
He says the braids in the hair.
And it also controls your guy. You know,
I don't remember thinking anything like, oh, his braids are hurting me. I don't ever remember that. I just remember wanting to be on my feet, and not only that, wanting to be able to create some space between us, not so he can hit me because I'm holding him down, obviously, but just enough to like get something moving, if that makes kind of create a scramble.
He follows the head, and if the head is pressed up against the cage, the body can't get up either.
And he's doing a really good job with that head pressure.
None of those really landed.
Nate Ayers. Go ahead, Andrew.
This is really great. Nate is being really disciplined here. He's only making space to land shots.
See, like right here, I'm putting my feet on his hips, and I was going to try to swing across his body, keeping a hold of his arm on, or I guess his left arm right here. Keeping a hold of that and arm barring it.
And anytime Tayson feels like he's going to escape or try to get up or do something.
Yep, see, I tried it. I went for it, but
he does get up.
Nate's got to be careful, like you said.
I remember thinking in my head, wow, what a mistake he just made for kind of letting me up there, but didn't work out how I thought it would.
A little sloppy coming in with those punches, and Royer's got some hands on him.
He really does. And look how calm and collected he is.
Hey, 20 years old? Is he only 20 years old?
20 years old is Tayson.
I am 22 now. Dang, time flies. Soon, very soon, I want to get back in the cage. I just have to figure out some schedule issues with work, doing this stuff, and training. It's hard to balance it all, and having a life still with my wife and whatnot. But soon, I will be back in the cage, and I will be telling everybody. I promise.
Tayson Royer, 26, is Nate Ayers.
Yeah, he caught him again.
He
coming
is
in.
so crisp.
That shot I know hurt Nate because it would. I mean, it just landed so. If we go back here, it landed so clean.
Hey, 20 years old? Is he only 20 years old?
20 years old is Tayson Royer. 26 is Nate Ayers.
If you look here,
Yeah,
you can't really tell, but that shot landed
so
hard.
crisp. Man, he's just getting out of the way and landing his shots. The kid looks sharp.
Tyson Royers did have a couple of off-the-books boxing matches back in the day prior to the MMA debut. We see the hands right now.
This was still early in my career. Still am early in my career right now, but I should have stand my ground right there because I was pretty confident with tagging him. I shouldn't have backed up so much. I should have, kind of let him come to me a little bit, tag him, and then move, if that makes any sense.
Saw him in the debut. We're seeing him a little bit more on display right here.
You can already see the redness. If you look at my front leg, you can already see the redness from those inside leg kicks.
A couple might be a little bit of an understatement.
I wanted that to land so bad.
I'm impressed, really, with both fighters.
First time in a second frame for both fighters since November of 2022.
Okay, so there you go. November was my fight, or my fight before this, and I think this was in. Can't even remember what month this was in.
Obviously, Tyson Royer only the one MMA bout under his belt as he slips but connects late on that inside leg kick.
See, and things like this, I
Royer
didn't have enough experience, I don't think, to. I don't know. But like on this slip right here, why didn't I jump on him? You know, and I really should have been doing things like that.
Inside leg kick. A little bit more calculated is Ayers, not exploding out like he did first time around. Outside leg kick, successful as well, Jason.
Yeah, that was a nice leg kick.
Yeah, leg kicks definitely suck, and I definitely need to be better at preparing for them and checking them because holy crap, do they hurt? Not necessarily in the fight. Well, they do in the fight, but after the fight, oh my gosh, dude. I think we went to a restaurant afterwards, and I remember, like, I can't walk. Like, this is terrible.
He's landed a couple of those in the first round, too.
Tyson throws hard every single time he punches, man.
And look how crisp Royer's hands are.
I should have been more aggressive right there, too. I caught him. I should have been quick on my feet and got over there and put him on the cage. You know what I mean? Went to go to work.
Time he punches, man.
Look how crisp Royer's hands are when he's coming in. Like, Nate cannot make mistakes like that coming in.
He needs to grapple. The way that I see it right now, it looks like it's a matter of time before he gets dropped. He needs to close the distance and grapple.
In my opinion, I've already dropped this mofo.
And if that means he takes one on the way in, that's fine. Just make it count and get the guy to the mat. In his corner, I don't know if you guys heard that, his corner is saying no non-committed shots, get in there.
He did it again.
I did poke him in the eye there. They show it right here, but I don't know why. It wasn't on purpose, obviously. My fist just didn't get all the way closed when I threw that punch. Like, I don't know.
It looked like he got caught with a punch there.
They'll show right here. I do catch him in the eye.
Looks like we got another eye poke, but it's going to be hard to see in the translation. We'll get the replay up in just a moment. Dave Selystead moves him over to the corner. Tyson Royer saying, I think I just punched him. I don't think I hit him with any sort of an eye poke.
I'm fairly confident that was a punch, but
right there.
It's hard to see from that angle.
See, I threw it.
And it could be like, right there. There it is.
Oh, it was. He caught it. Great job by Dave there. Really good pickup by him.
I don't know how the ref caught that, to be honest
with you. Dave Selystead. Ooh, very much so a veteran. We didn't get it on display, but there was a
He did hit me in the nuts there, and he didn't step in, which was...
Nate is coming in. He's coming in just throwing one shot, and Royer's waiting for it and countering beautifully so far. Heavy leg kick by Ayers.
I'm dumb sometimes, and I was like, I'll eat these leg kicks all day to give you a freaking right across the chin. Looking back on it, I should have been more calculated and check those or throw my own type situation.
Oh!
Yeah.
Down his
hard shot.
Right.
I'll try it again. So he was, and the reason I said that, what I just said about the leg kicks, I thought he was going to throw a leg kick. He set it up beautifully. It was like textbook.
Heavy leg kick by Ayers.
If you see, look, see, he kind of feints that. Oh! I think the style is called shifting or something like that. But see how he walked forward with that leg, and I thought it was a kick. So I dropped my hands, which I shouldn't have. Dropped my hands, and he just, it wasn't even a hard shot. I don't, you know what I mean? I was just, it was a poor calculation on my part, but it was super clean punch, and yeah.
Oh! Down his
Hard shot.
Right back.
And here in a minute, they'll say they think I am out of it. I am not at all. It was not a hard shot. I mean, obviously, it was a hard shot. It knocked me down, but it wasn't like I'm not dazed right here or nothing.
Do it sharp in between the ears is Royer.
Right when we're saying Nate needs.
And then I thought here I could try to take him down, and that, I don't know. I did not do a lot of wrestling after I graduated high school, so I was kind of, I feel like, rusty in that area, and I need to definitely still train it more.
To get this fight to the mat, he drops Tayson with a big punch. You cannot play games in there, man. You got to be watching your guy the whole time.
And Royer, composure, grabs the body lock, and he's not out of it.
That was a great job by him for sure, but I think he got a little complacent in there with the striking.
I did. That was
dropped, but shot back up with immediacy.
I don't think Tayson's all there yet.
And that right there. He doesn't think I'm all there. I'm 100% there. I'm just kind of in my head. I think what I was thinking is, geez, how did that just happen? I'm trying to calculate, what's my next move here, and I don't adjust well to the pace change in the fight. In my opinion,
I don't know if Nate realizes it.
And Nate is swinging for the fence. He's got to be careful coming in there like that. We keep talking about it.
Couple of hefty hooks thrown between the two featherweights. Under a minute to go, round two.
Nate still got his guy hurt, in my opinion.
I'm not hurt.
Obviously, you got to be careful. Tayson's a hard hitter.
Yeah, another big shot by Nate too. He just connected again there. Snapped Royer's head back.
This is what I was talking about, that shifting style. It does leave you options for some really heavy offense. It's just statistically it hasn't been that advantageous to him, but it only takes
hands
one.
up. So. I need to keep my hands up here too. I don't know why I'm I'm kind of marching forward like that, but
as Ayers threw that leg kick.
Circling, picking up speed is Ayers.
And I feel like Nate, he played this well to win the fight, but I feel like he played the from now till the end. You'll see what I'm saying. I feel like he did it kind of in a boring way. You know what I mean? Where he's kind of circling and just circling and running away. I know he's not, but that's especially in the fight. I need to be better at cutting him off and kind of getting him in a corner. But yeah, I felt like he was running away.
Looked for another leg kick
about here.
To land the target on that one.
The end of the fight.
Royer blitzes, but is unsuccessful.
I actually think this is really smart from Nate. He probably won the round, and he should win the round with dropping him like that.
Yeah, a close
definitely
round.
should have won the round for dropping him like that, for sure.
But why engage, right? You
I don't
him,
see a way I win that round,
it.
to be honest with you.
The glove touch.
At this time, too, my kicks were so bad. So bad. I think I've gotten better since then, for sure. But they were pretty rough.
Trying to mix up his weaponry a little bit with some more kicks is Royer.
As I just said.
He's primarily boxing thus far, Andrew.
Yeah, I was curious about that because he's got a very almost Thai-style stance. He came out with his hands up, kind of plodding forward, but it was all kick or all punches rather.
Oh. My apologies. He said I have a Thai-style stance. I just kind of wanted to fight, you know what I mean? And I feel like, especially this round, Nate which he was up. Well, I think, in my opinion, we were 1-1. this point, going into the third. Yeah, I forgot my train of thought, but
Another quick slip for Royer.
I felt like he was running away, basically.
Off the expense of Nate Ayers' leg kick.
Yeah,
Seems to be loading up a little bit.
Nate timed that really, really well. Tayson's got a lot of blood coming out of his mouth.
I did. I accidentally bit my lip. I can't remember when it was, but I accidentally bit my lip. I think in the second round, beginning of the second round.
Maybe not. Looked like it on the.
See, those inside kicks, I should have just, I mean, either smothered them, step out, check. I mean, you can't really check that, but I don't know.
And Jason, we have seen more of a shift. Earlier on, Ayers was explosive, and now a much more dialed-in approach as we get later towards possibly a judge's decision.
And now Royer's doing the stalking now in this round. And
minute off the clock.
He says that. I don't know a single round where I wasn't really doing the stalking.
Tayson's not landed anything. That was more of a slip by Nate, but this is not.
I didn't land anything yet. I feinted a jab perfectly and landed across to the body. I don't understand how that's a slip, but
not good in the judge's eyes, right? You're being stalked. You're throwing. You're getting punched into the cage. You're slipping a little bit because you're trying so hard to get out of the way. You can't you can't keep this body, this posture the whole time. You got to get on the offense.
I think Nate's having a problem with his right eye. He keeps blinking that right eye, and he wiped it a couple times in the first round. I don't know if he if it's from that finger in the second, but.
He certainly did take that eye poke. If you look at Tayson's front leg, Nate has been
like I said in the beginning of the fight, it's been red this whole time. My front leg is pretty beat up. Oh no.
Successful at chewing that. Look at the inside of that leg.
There we go.
Yeah, he doesn't not want to get kicked there. He just
No, that's hurt. That's hurt for sure.
Yeah, no.
And Tayson's actually switching stances here.
Yeah, I think Nate's having a problem with that right eye.
He says I was switching stance here because my leg was hurt, but what I was thinking in my head is like kind of maybe throwing him off a little bit. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, but it definitely wasn't because my leg was hurt too bad.
70 seconds to decide this one. Quick exchange between the two. And back to that perpetual movement is Ayers as he answers up top.
Beautiful right hand there by Nate. Oh.
That did land. Only with like his toes though. That's why you heard such a slapping noise. So it didn't really affect me, which I need to be better at keeping that hand up. You know what I mean? I'm working from here.
Tayson shakes it off.
Echoing head kick gets the Salt Lake crowd behind him. Nate Ayers trains just about 10 miles south of here in Sandy, Utah.
Tayson's got to put his foot on the gas here. The way I see it right.
When I watched this for the first time, that made me so upset. I get what he was saying now, but it made me upset because I felt like this whole round, Nate has been just running. And I get he thinks he's up, you know, but I feel like he's just running. He doesn't want the actual smoke. You know what I mean?
Winning this round, even though he's running away. Tayson needs to put his foot on the gas and get after it because in about 30 seconds, in my opinion, Nate's about to win a decision.
Yeah, Tayson really hasn't thrown any punches this round. He's doing the stalking, but he's not doing anything with it. Now, if that would have landed.
Yeah, I needed to be better at cutting him off and not letting him out when we were not letting him circle, if that makes any sense.
This place would have erupted.
Getting creative with the kicks.
That did land. That one did land, and I was happy about that.
Are both fighters as Royer does land inside.
This is smart. If he can get this takedown, it might win him the fight. Let's see if he goes for it here, if he just settles into control.
Here's that strength.
Huge takedown.
Yeah, he was definitely a lot stronger than me, which I don't know. He was 26. I was 20, just out of high school. I graduated when I was 19, if you didn't know. I was one of the older kids in my class. But, yeah, I was like a year out of high school, maybe a little bit less than that. So I definitely hadn't put on the muscle mass. I still haven't put on the muscle mass I need to have. But yeah, he was a lot stronger than me, especially in these grappling exchanges.
To end the round. That's such a good move by Nate.
Fans, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored this contest 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27, declaring...
I don't know how anyone gives the first round to Nate. I get he got a takedown. But other than that, did he even land a punch? I don't know. I mean, I generally don't know because I can't remember, but maybe 1 or 2. Like, nothing clean. Like, I in my opinion, I won that first round for sure.
The winner by unanimous decision, Nate!
Yeah, after that last takedown in the last round, I figured he'd won that round. It is what it is. Live and learn. Good experiences. You know what I mean? All right, you beautiful people. Thank you for watching my first ever YouTube video. Make sure to drop a like, comment if you have any questions or whatever, comments, I guess. Subscribe. And with that being said, thank you all for watching so much. It means a lot. Peace.